planning an investigation or designing an experiment. In biology, ATP P4, planning an investigation or designing an experiment is based on six key concepts. Number one, independent variable. Number two, safety precaution. Number three, constant variables. Number four, steps or procedure. Number five, dependent variable. And number six, reliability of the results. Independent variable is a factor that is changed by the scientist or investigator. While working in the science lab, safety is top priority. Usually, we use gloves and goggles to protect our skin or eyes. Next is the constant variables. These are all the factors except independent variable that we need to keep constant. We need to standardize them for comparison of the results, for reliability of the results. The next important factor is steps or procedure. According to the given question and the apparatus, we need to write about how we will be performing the experiment, what steps we will take. Next is dependent variable. It is the factor which changes due to change in independent variable. It must always be measurable. The last but very important factor is reliability of the results. For reliability, we repeat experiment 2 to 3 times to get average or mean values, to remove any anomalous values, so our results become reliable. It is not accuracy. So always use word reliability of the results.
Plan an investigation to find out the effect of varying light intensity on the increase in height of mustard plant seedlings provided in petri dishes as shown in Fig 3.1. Take 5 bulbs of different light intensities like 5 watt, 10 watt, 15 watt, 20 watt and 25 watt. Wear gloves for the safety. Use same volume of water, provide same temperature and place the plants at different light intensities for same time interval. Measure the starting height and then at the end, and repeat the experiment 2 to 3 times for average values and reliable results. Let's consider another example. A scientist wants to determine whether the pH of human urine is affected by volume of water drunk. For her investigation, she selects 20 healthy female volunteers of similar age and weight. Plan a method the scientist could use for her investigation. First of all, we will select a range of volume of water like 250 ml, 500 ml, 750 ml and 1000 ml for 4 groups. This is actually independent variable. Then at start, we will measure the pH of 20 volunteers and that is considered 6.5. We will keep all other factors constant like diet, temperature. Divide the 20 volunteers into 4 groups. First group should drink 250 ml, second group 500 ml, third group 750 ml and fourth group 1000 ml water. After 1 hour, we will measure the pH of urine of all volunteers again by using universal indicator paper. And then we will find the mean pH for different volume of water for reliable results and ultimately see the relationship between volume of water and the pH.